and Negroni.
I was going to say the same thing.
Magliato. With Prosecco in it.
Oh, stunning.
Yeah.
You choked on popcorn, yes, and then...
Sorry.
I don't think Jesus turned water into Prosecco. I've always said that. I've always said that.
Woo!
The abrupt stop for me.
Every time.
Every time. Not even a little fade out.
Well, because I can fade it out, but it doesn't fade it out for everybody. It just fades it out for me in my headphones. And then when they edit, it sounds like it just got cut off.
Oh, I have to burp.
In case you're wondering, yes, I did rearrange my living room, and that's why my background looks different.
Yeah. How did you rearrange it?
So, my desk is now against my glass door.
Okay. Oh.
And my couch is now against the wall instead of in the middle of the living room.
Okay. How's that working out? Feels better?
It feels a lot more like there's more space.
That's nice. Yeah.
And I'm thinking about getting a coffee table.
That's some grown-up shit.
Right?
I love a coffee table. I can't live without one. That's where I eat dinner. Every time I watch TV, I got a little drink or something. I put my feet on it.
Well, the problem is if I got one, because of the way my living room's set up and the way my couch is, my coffee table would be too far away for me to put my feet up on it.
It'd be too far away. What's the point of it then?
To look cool and to have books on. Coffee table books.
Very true.
Yeah.
You should go to IKEA.
No, I'd probably just go to Facebook Marketplace and find one for really cheap.
That's true. And you can probably find some unique, really cool ones on there.
Also, let me tell you, my finances, since I've promoted, are phenomenal. Well,
really?
I'm still in debt, but I'm managing at least $2,000 in my bank account for the most part.
That's really good. And
Down
how's
from
the spending?
Normally down to 100.
Dang.
At the end of the month, it'd be 100. Now I end the month with 1,200.
I was just looking at my paycheck. I'm not sure if it's right. At my LES.
You think you got more than you're supposed to?
No, I don't think my pay went up. I don't know. Something's weird. Or I'm putting more into my TSP than I think. So I need to Oh,
now is not the time to put more into your TSP.
I need to double check.
To stop.
Well, I don't constantly mess with it. But I didn't put more in. I'm just saying because it's you pick a percentage of how much. And with the raise, I don't know how much now is going towards it type of thing.
You still should get more money.
Yeah, I feel like it didn't go up. Yeah, I need to look into that. But I just this week was so busy, so.
I don't know. I just work here.
Speaking of finance,
that's been my new phrase. That's my new phrase. I just work here.
I just work here.
I've been saying that for the past month.
Text me about getting a new Alexa. Should we talk about that since we're talking about finances?
Oh, sure, yeah. Last night on a whim, because they were on sale, I bought another Alexa.
Did it set off?
I don't think so. And it was for my bedroom so that I could, play music throughout the house. And it got delivered at 7 a.m. I ordered it at past midnight, and it got delivered at 7 a.m. this morning.
Was that a knock? I thought I heard a knock.
No, it was something upstairs.
Oh. Dang, that's fast.
Also, I told this to my parents when it happened, but I can put a face to the moans now.
You saw them leaving or something?
I saw them getting out of their car.
Describe them.
I don't know how to describe her. She was not attractive, so good for her.
How old were they? Oh, just her? You just saw her?
Late 20s, yeah. I think she lives by herself, and she just had a man over.
Oh. Hey, you get your... get your whatever.
Good for her, I guess.
I need, what's the benefit of an Alexa? I feel I don't even have a... I have a sound bar, under my TV, but, other than that, I don't have, a speaker anywhere.
Well, I don't usually actually play music for mine. Now I do because I can play it throughout the house, and everywhere I go, it's there. However, I still want one more for the bathroom so I can take showers and have whatever I'm listening to throughout the house be in there. Sorry, I have work things that I'm still trying to do today.
I hear it. So, like, what do you use your Alexa for?
To control my lights mainly.
Oh, like you say, Alexa, do this or that?
Yeah, watch. Alexa, turn off my living room light.
Okay.
Alexa, turn on my living room light.
Okay.
Wait.
Alexa, I'm home.
Welcome home, Mr. Stark. How can I assist you today? Getting Spotify from Roku.
Will it play it?
I hear someone's door opening and closing.
Alexa, play. Okay, Alexa, shut up.
Okay, what else can it do?
Alexa, give me a big juicy fart.
Okay, here's Big Fart. Here comes a juicy fart. Try asking me to play Mr. Farts. Or say random.
Give me a tiny squeaky one.
Here comes a squeaky fart.
Oh, it's
Do
so
you
tight.
want to hear me fart?
We're
Alexa,
gonna
no
have to
more.
up this in post.
That was a long and windy one. Let's go extreme. Try asking me for a shark fart. Or say random.
Yeah, play that one that you just said.
That was a funny one. Try asking me for a hard fart. Or say random.
Alexa, no more farts.
That was a muffled one. Try asking me for a random.
They're
Alexa,
taking over.
shut up.
Alrighty.
Alrighty.
Why'd she get an attitude with me? Okay, I think we're done
Okay.
with that.
Well, I think the whole lights thing is cool.
And then I can have it control my TV as well.
That's cool. And like sometimes I'll walk around like play music and stuff, or like I'll listen to a podcast, maybe ours, like while I shower. But like I just have it on my phone.
Yeah, but
So-
then I just like set my phone down and I can walk around the house, and everywhere I'm at, the music follows me, and it sounds better than my phone does.
Yeah, or I just wear headphones
I hate
and
headphones.
walk around. Oh, I like them. It just
I-
makes me feel like I'm not here.
Like these make my ears like really warm. So if you ever see me like doing this, that's why.
Yeah. I do that because if I don't hear myself actual in the real world, I'm screaming.
Well, I can hear myself through the thing, and it helps me monitor.
Oh, I can't hear myself, so I'm literally screaming, and that's why you're like, ow. Oh, I was playing with Justin the other day. We were playing something, and I screamed something, or I like said something really loud. He was like, ow. I was like,
Exactly.
I was like, this is how Seth feels. I get that all the time. But that's why I have to, because I didn't have this, so I don't know how loud I'm being. So I'm like, I got to have one ear out, or I'm just like,
There's a way to fix that. We'll figure that out later.
so I can hear
I'll
myself.
teach you so you can hear yourself.
That would be nice.
Yeah. What else can she do? Oh, I have her like in the morning for my alarm. Like I have my alarms on my phone, but I also have an alarm on her that turns on all my lights at a set time, and then
That's
plays a
cool.
specific song.
Oh, that's really cool. I have a Hatch like on my nightstand. You know what
What's
that is?
that?
It's like an alarm clock thing, but it's like a half like egg looking thing, and it does like it plays me my white noise like at night. Actually, I play brown noise, and then it has
Diverse.
it's just like white noise is like brown noise is like so it's like a little less like ringy on my ears. Anyway, there's also like pink noise, green noise. You gotta look into it. But
I know what you're talking about. I've listened to different ones.
it glows. So like if I set it to wake me up at 5:30, I can set the duration of how long. Like let's say 5, it'll slowly get brighter and brighter, like a sunrise.
I would
like,
never notice that. Like I
Like
would.
from my nightstand, I have it pointed at my face, and I always sleep facing that way. And then the music slowly like comes in.
Yeah, couldn't be me. My dream would just absorb that sound.
Actually, that happened to me like not that long ago. I was like,
That happened to
yeah, and I
But
was
like with a podcast, and people, my this is what I was talking. This is my weird dreams thing.
oh,
Like I've been having some really weird dreams, and one of them, like I was listening to, I think it was our podcast, and the people in my dreams were verbatim saying what was on the podcast.
Ew, that's creepy.
And I was like, I've heard this before. I feel like I've heard this before.
Deja vu?
And then I woke up and it like immediately like connected, like kept going into like the sentence that was on the podcast. And I was like, oh my God, that's what was happening.
Oh, that's so creepy. I feel like I think we talked about it. I just had one with music that like I woke up and it was like my alarm or whatever. I don't do that often. Okay, well, since we were talking about dreams, can I tell you about this like scary... I feel like most people have had this happen. Like
Let's
I've
hear
had
it
it happen before, where you're falling asleep, but you start falling in a dream,
Yeah, and then you like kick your legs.
and like this one, when I tell you, like I couldn't go to sleep because my heart was racing. I like fell or something. I don't remember what it was, but I like my whole body jumped and I almost like shot up. Like my whole body physically was just like, and I gasped like that, and I was just like. Oh my God, like my heart was racing and I was like,
did you like fall after seeing that you had like a bill overdue for your credit card?
yeah, and I went that's literally what happened. Like just like that. Oh my God, it was this. I was scared to go back to sleep. Even later, like then I woke up for the day, whatever,
like
going to bed that night, I was like, I'm scared if it happens again. But it was, I know that happens. It's like that in between state, whatever. Oh, I've never had it that bad. It was, I was like scarred by it. But yeah.
Well, there goes our dreams topic.
We haven't even talked about what we always start with.
We've been watching.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
Okay, we'll save yours because
I'm going to save that first one for last when I talk about what I've watched.
Okay, I'm going to run through. Okay, I'll get into this in a little bit, but I was sick. Not this past week, but the week before I was sick.
Okay.
So I watched a lot of movies. So there's quite a few on this list.
I see that.
And so American Sniper, I've seen it before. I haven't seen it in a long time. That movie is just, it's so good. And like, it just hurts. You know what I mean? To watch it. But that's why people like movies. Like,
you need to watch Warfare.
But it just hurt. I'm down. And like, you know, when you're sick, you're just like, just hurt me. I don't know.
What? No.
You're like, nothing can hurt me. I'm already down.
I'm like, I'm dying.
And then, what the fuck was this movie about? The Life List.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. So I watch all like the trending movies on Netflix, like the top 10.
I think I just saw that my sister watched that on my Netflix account.
Yeah. So American Sniper was on there. The Life List. So basically, the mom owns a company. All her children are like grown up, you know, like 30s or something. Mm-hmm. And the mom owns like a big company. Well, she gets like cancer or whatever, and she's like dying. She creates a will, whatever, she dies. So the kids, like one kid gets this, one kid gets that. The sister-in-law gets the business, though. Yeah, that's it.
My
the
sister
sister-in-law gets the business, and the daughter is like, because the daughter and the mom are like so close, and so she's like, "What the fuck? Why didn't I get the business?" Well, the mom created the life list, basically. Mm-hmm. She wrote it the girl wrote it when she was 13. It was like a list of things she wants to do in her life, and the mom found it, and in her will was like, once you do all of these things, you will get like your present type of thing. So she has to go through the life list, and she gets a CD or a DVD with the videos of her mom talking.
Okay.
Each time she completes a task, and of course there's like a love story in the background of the whole thing. But not normally a movie I would watch, but it was cute. Like it was.
So it's like 13 Reasons Why, but not sad.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. To Catch a Killer. That was just I think like an action movie thing. Was pretty good. Again, I was sick, so like my brain was kind of like spaghetti a little bit. Like I couldn't form a thought.
Yeah.
Mortianen, how do I say that? Did I even
I don't know.
Right?
Is that supposed to be The Martian?
No. No, let me try to say it. Mortianian? Mortianian?
Maybe.
This is about... Oh, this is like deep. It's someone that's like basically in jail for something he didn't do type of thing. Mm-hmm. Like war crimes, like I guess is this based on a true story? He gets a call from bin Laden's phone, but it was his cousin calling him from that phone. So like they thought he had ties to Al Qaeda. He like trained with Al Qaeda, but like got out of that because like they just. And so he was like in prison, but he like I was not part of 9/11, and so it's just like this lawyer that's like trying to get him out, and it just takes like he just spends forever and ever until. So that was pretty decent. And then last thing, Girl in the Picture documentary. This was like a little girl. Okay. She's in high school. This was actually one of the craziest documentaries. So this girl was like in high school and then gets like pregnant or whatever. And then her and her dad move. I guess her dad's like abusive. And they move to a new city because like weird shit's going on. And in the new city, they're like, oh, this is a husband and wife, but it's really dad and daughter. So it was just like weird shit like that. Like he was like, this is my wife, but it was his daughter. It was just like creepy. And he like forces her to start working at like a strip club and stuff. And so anyway, like she goes missing and they're like, he killed her. But then it turns out they're like, because she went by a bunch of different names and they're just like, who is this? It turns out at the very end, she was kidnapped by this guy when she was like 3 or 4. And he like raised her. So it's like, was never his like real daughter. Yeah, it was insane. Like the craziest story. But.
I promise I was listening, just scratching my head.
Well, I was talking to them anyway. I'm just kidding. But yeah, that one was pretty crazy. I feel like I've been watching some good stuff lately.
Okay.
I really want to watch A Million Ways to Die in the West. I've seen it, but like, I'm just like wanting to watch it randomly.
So watch it.
I know. Oh, and I have not seen Sinners.
I haven't seen it either.
I need to see it.
I don't know if I want to. Too much hype around it.
Only good things, but I'm like, I have no one to really go with because Joey already saw it. So I was like,
I'm sure he'd go watch it again. It's got his
you think?
Haley
His
Steinfeld in it. Yeah.
I'll see if he wants to go again, but
he's gonna
I
be
need
like,
something spicy to.
You gotta watch right here. This is a good scene.
Like, shut it, Joey. Shout out, Joey. Is it weird to go to the movies alone?
No,
I've never done it.
I've done it twice in the past month.
I've always wanted to, but like, I don't know. I
went to a Broadway musical by myself.
Well, like
these are like big steps for me because I also ate dinner in the food court by myself.
It couldn't be me. I should go to a movie by myself because like I love movies, but like I never get to go to the theater unless like someone's visiting.
Just go by yourself.
And I was thinking like, what if I went like on a morning, you know, like so I'm not like going on a Saturday night when it's just like all chaos and like icky. I don't want to have to deal with that. But like tomorrow morning, what if I went and
do it.
Sinners? I was gonna go this morning, but I was like spring cleaning my house. Okay,
that's what I'm doing after this.
Maybe I will go tomorrow. Stay tuned. Not next week, but the next week to hear if I do it.
To hear all about Sinners.
So I have 2 weeks to figure it out.
We'll see if I get time to go watch it.
No,
we can talk about it together.
You don't have time.
You're right. I really don't have time.
We'll get into
that.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
All right.
Okay. What have you been watching?
What have I been watching? Glad you asked. A lot. So I watched Black Mirror. Well, not all of I watched one episode from the new season.
Which one?
The other night. It was the one where they're recreating that movie.
Oh, okay. Interesting one to start with. What did you think of it?
I chose it because I like the actresses that were in it.
Okay.
Issa Rae and Awkwafina.
Yeah. Awkwafina?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm not a huge fan of her.
Yeah.
But I watched most of the stuff she's in, so.
Yeah.
But I do like Issa Rae.
What'd you think of the episode?
It was all right.
It was interesting, for sure. Like, different.
Yeah.
I wasn't, like, in love with it, but I was like, okay, cool, like, concept.
Cool concept.
And, like, I think they made it work, but they were losing me throughout it a little bit. Like, I was like, okay.
Yeah. And then I also watched I watched this like a week or two ago. I think it was actually last weekend that I watched this. Or was it during the week? I don't remember. Anyway, it's called One of Them Days. It's SZA and Keke Palmer are in it.
Oh, I heard
And
about this.
Basically, they have to make their rent money before the end of the day, but they're broke. And so it's all about them. They're like shenanigans. It's just this dumb, fun comedy.
Was it good?
I actually really enjoyed it. It was pretty funny.
What's
it had
it
me
on?
laughing out loud a few times. It's on Netflix.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
I gotta watch that too. I love Keke Palmer. She's so funny.
Right?
Like in everything. Like she
And
just
this being SZA's like first movie, because she sings, like she's a singer.
Yeah.
She's not an actress. But like the chemistry with her and Keke Palmer was fantastic. Like they work really well together. So
I gotta watch that. I'm gonna highlight that in a different color. So
you're not gonna watch it though.
come on, I'm gonna.
We know
Oops.
you. We know you.
I made it a different color instead.
And then I've also been watching Love on the Spectrum.
The new season.
The new season. I think I've got like 2 episodes left. But one of the guys that they brought in to like go on a date with one of the girls on there was originally from Arkansas.
Oh, you were telling me this.
Yeah, he was from Arkansas. He doesn't live there
fun.
anymore, but he was.
Yeah.
And then I like found this lady on Facebook who was friends with him. And then like I
Whoa.
went to her profile and found out she was friends with someone who I was friends with.
Wow.
It's like,
small
there's
world.
connections.
Mini stalking.
I am a social media super sleuth. Like,
Yeah, you are, because I was on Instagram and I like was going through Instagram stories, like just swiping through, and like yours came up and I saw it and I'm swiping through, and then I immediately get a text from you. It's like, get off Instagram. And I was just like, how did you see that so fast? But I guess you had just posted it. But like I was swiping through them, so like I guess it just came up.
yeah. Well,
But-
like I always like check and see who's seen my my stories.
So you posted it, and then 1 second later, you're like, who saw it? Her. Get off.
It's like she's not supposed to be on Instagram
It
anymore.
was so fast. I was like, what is wrong with you?
What's funny is some people texted me the other day and they're like, we have this new guy coming to work with us, but we can't find his social media. Can you find it? His name is this. That was a challenge. I was like, I accept this challenge. And I found it. I found this guy's mom. Then I found his sister.
You're so creepy.
And then I found him. Facebook was the easiest. Like Facebook was easy to find. Instagram was a little bit harder.
Okay.
But then I found his sister's Instagram and then found him with that
Yeah.
and sent it to him and
Oh,
was
yeah.
like, here you go. Now you can stalk him and find out what you want to find out about him.
I love that. I mean, I can do my own snooping, but like if I ever needed assistance, now
You
I know
come
I
to
can
me.
go to you.
Yeah, I would find whoever you needed.
Listen,
But I only use it for good.
Patreon, and Seth will help you find.
I'll do it live. You'll be like, you give me a name, I'll find it.
Yeah, should we
Live
make a
on
Patreon, guys? Let us know, because we have a lot to offer.
We do, and we even have a name for it, the Yapaholics Offline.
Yeah, we talked for the first 5 minutes of
The
this,
first 5-10 minutes, yeah.
which please cut it out.
No, I'm putting
Don't
it in.
forget to cut it out. Oh my god! Like when we were saying how we were gonna put that on the Patreon, and it needs to be a big paywall because some of the things we were saying were,
Yeah,
But
a little personal. All right, now to get into what I watched yesterday. So I left work a little bit early so that I could make it to this movie on time. But I went and saw the new Marvel movie Thunderbolts, which I have been excited about. And this also ties into topic number 2 on the list. Because Florence Pugh.
oh my god,
Don't even
gross.
know
Are
what
you
to say.
trolling?
Oh,
You're trolling.
especially in this movie. Listen, I'm not saying that I would let her do unspeakable things to me, but I would let her do unspeakable things to me.
You said it. What's it rated on, like Rotten Tomatoes and stuff? The movie.
I think 96%.
What?
It's the second highest MCU movie.
What is Thunderbolts? Like a new superhero or something?
It's like a new team.
A new team?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, 95. Wait, 88, and then Audience score is 95. I just burped and like threw up in my mouth.
Yeah, it is probably the best Marvel movie in a long time, and like since Endgame, in my opinion. Wow,
really?
Like it feels almost like a Phase 2 Marvel movie, which if you're a nerd, you know what that means. Good for you. If you don't, sorry, I'm not explaining it.
7.7 on IMDb.
But it's so it's like it's darker than your average Marvel movie, like a lot darker.
I like that.
In a good way. There's still obviously like their comedic moments that like Marvel always does, which kind of throws it off at times. But like the message, and I thought about that. I was thinking about this as I was okay. First off, before we even get into that, because that's going to be spoiler territory. Before we get into spoiler territory,
now I kind of want to see it, but it's fine. You can spoil it.
Before we get into spoiler territory, I have a litmus test for how do I know if a superhero movie is good. Because there's been so many mid ones and so many bad ones that have come out recently.
They're hit or miss, honestly.
But how do I know that a good one is a good one? Like, what is the defining factor of a good superhero movie? Mm-hmm. And for me, that is, how do I walk out feeling? Do I walk out feeling like, oh, just another day, another movie? Mm-hmm. Or am I walking out and going, I wish I was a superhero? Like, feeling energized like a kid again almost. Like, you know, like, I could be a superhero. Like, I want to imagine that I have superpowers now. And like, but that's what this movie did. Like, that's good. That's really cool. So that's how I know that it's a good superhero movie. Yeah. Because that's what a good superhero movie should do. Right?
Yeah. It should be life-changing.
I didn't say life-changing.
It should be life-changing. I mean, I would say it's life-changing because you're like, oh, I wish I was like...
Well, no, like, it's just like in the moment, like right after you watch it, like it goes away fairly quickly.
So how does this fit into like the Marvel universe, or is it just its own?
All right, so let's forewarning here. We may go into spoiler territory past this point. Mm-hmm. If you would not like to hear spoilers, please skip ahead about who knows how long. Just wait until you hear me stop talking.
We'll do this when we're done.
Well, I'm not going to remember to do that.
I'm going to try to remember to do this.
We'll see. Okay, so how does this fit into the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Mm-hmm. So basically, you know how we saw Captain America Brave New World? Mm-hmm. It pretty much follows right after that.
Oh, okay. Honestly, that movie was mid. I'm just going to say it.
It was mid. This was so much better than that movie.
Okay.
So it kind of follows after that movie, but it's about a completely different set of characters. Some like minor characters from other movies. So Yelena Belova, played by Florence Pugh, a.k.a. my wife. It's got Red Guardian, who was in Black Widow, playing Scarlett Johansson's fake dad and Florence Pugh's fake dad, who's like a super soldier from Russia. It's got Taskmaster, who was in Black Widow, although spoiler alert, she dies right at the beginning. Damn. But we all saw that coming because she was barely in the trailers. Ghost from Ant-Man, who can like phase through walls and things and is a good fighter. And who else? Bucky Barnes, you know, Captain America's best friend. He was also like cameoed in Captain America Brave New World. Mm-hmm. And Bob is the heart and soul of this movie. I'm kidding. Yelena Belova is the heart and soul of this movie. But Bob is fantastic. So basically, who is Bob and why is Bob important? And why must I talk about Bob? So Bob was this guy, and this is deep spoiler territory here, who was like, he has some past traumas, like, you know, his dad beat his mom, and like he tried to intervene and then like got beat up himself type of thing. It doesn't really delve too much into that, but like there's a dark past for him. He's very mentally unstable, like has like big depressive episodes, things like that. Mm-hmm. And he's looking for a way to better himself. And he gets presented with this opportunity while he's wandering in Malaysia to try this new thing that's like, it could be life-changing. Like it's like a drug trial. And so he does this, and it doesn't work for anyone else. And so basically in the process of like the person who was in charge of that project, she was also the CIA director, and they're trying to impeach her now. So she's like destroying all the evidence of that.
Oh, okay.
Of those trials. Mm-hmm. But what she doesn't know is that the trial actually worked on him. Like, he survived, but like he was going to get burned in this building where all of our heroes in the movie were trying to kill each other in. Because she sent them all, this is very convoluted, she sent them all to this place to like try to kill each other to get rid of them, because they were also evidence that could testify against her and get her impeached.
I like
And so-
this like story.
And so while they're fighting, they open up Bob's like canister, I guess, like where he was like laying dormant. And so basically when they help him like get out, but he has like this kind of like dark side of his powers. And like he talks about like the darkness. He's like, the darkness inside me, like how do you like get past that? And she's like, you just got to push it way down.
Yeah.
Just push it down.
I like that.
And like not letting it over, like how do I not let it overtake me? And so like he ends up becoming a puppet for the lady that was overseeing the project. And then he's like, well, because like when he's not in his dark state, he's like super powerful, like more powerful than all the Avengers combined, as they said.
Whoa.
And so, and then he was like, well, why should a god have to listen to you? Like have to listen or take orders from anybody. And so they had installed like a kill switch in him so that if he ever went rogue, they could and he would be dead. Right?
Yeah.
And so she starts getting like worried and isn't able to press the button. The button ends up getting pressed by her assistant. So he goes and dies.
Just like that.
Yep. And then like the darkness like overtakes him. And this is very much like, it's kind of cringy, but at the same time I was like, I've been there. I felt that.
Yeah.
So like the darkness overtakes him and he becomes this character known as the Void. And what the Void can do is he's like consuming the world with darkness, and like he's like, and like the person will disappear and their shadow will like hit the ground and like start spreading. Basically, he's teleporting all these people into these places where they have to relive their biggest like traumas and like, you know, the darkness inside of them, like their past, and they have to confront that. And so Yelena, who has been like the one person who's like actually stuck up for Bob throughout the entire movie and has been like trying to be his friend and take care of him.
Yeah.
She, so at the beginning of the movie, she also was talking about like how life seemed pointless for her. It just seemed like there was this void inside of her that she couldn't fill. The word void was thrown around so much during this movie.
We should look up how much it was said.
And then, but like after he does this, they all are like trying to save the people and get them into buildings so that they're not being taken over by the Void's powers, right? And so while the rest of the team is doing that, walks into the Void to like try to confront him. And it's very much a message of like the power of friendship, you know? But I thought it was done very well. Where like
not in a cheesy way.
Yeah, like he starts like battling his inner demon, but then like the darkness starts overtaking like the one part of him that was like the light.
Yeah.
And so like they're all trapped, and then Yelena like shoves off everything that was like holding her captive, runs over to him, gives him a big hug, like it's like holding on to him, and it's like, you're not alone, we're here. And like earlier in the part of the movie, like she was like, you're not alone, you have us. Like, and he's like, well, how do you know it's going to help? And she's like, because in the few days that I've been with these people that I now consider my friends, like I felt the weight be lifted.
Yeah.
Like, I've been feeling better. And so that was when he decided to like fight. And then everyone else just kind of like does the same thing, and they all like come give Bob, like grab onto Bob and are like, we're here with you. Like, you're not alone. Like you think you are. You think you're alone, but you're not. We've all got you.
Aww.
And that's how they beat the Void, with the power of friendship.
Yay!
Slightly cringy, but like been
I
there,
like it.
felt that. You know, like when I moved here, like suddenly I was ripped away from everything.
Yeah.
I had no one. I knew no one. And that was one of like the most dark, depressing times in my life.
Yeah.
Until I started making friends at work, which helped a little bit. You know, like I could feel like myself getting a little bit better.
Yeah.
And
And
so
the
like
meds, maybe.
That was like once I got the meds, that was like the final step, and I'm like, so much better now. But the friends having like someone like people there to like support you and
For sure.
you know,
Just to talk to.
Like that's a big part of it. Like,
Even just distract you sometimes too. Yeah.
And so like I was like I related a little bit, and I was like, okay. But spoiler alert, they're also known as the New Avengers now. That's what the asterisk was for. So I hit the table. It's Thunderbolts, like asterisk is the title, and then at the end they get like named the New Avengers.
Oh, I see it. The little asterisk.
Yeah. So anyway, solid movie. Really enjoyed it. 10 out of 10 would watch again.
It sounds good. I kind of want to see it since I'm like in my new, going to the movies alone era.
Yeah.
I haven't done it yet, but
yeah, and Yelena Belova can.
Also, is that the end of the spoilers?
Sure, but can we continue talking about Yelena Belova?
Yeah, is that your?
Did you see my story that I posted? I posted it on my close friends on Instagram.
I don't know if I saw it.
I'm gonna pull it up. It says me after seeing Yelena kick ass in Thunderbolts.
So this is love. So this is what makes life divine.
So this is love.
I mean, that helps too with enjoying a movie, when you like the people in it.
Oh, yeah. Florence Pugh.
Is that what this is?
Yes.
Is that this point? Okay.
Yes,
I didn't know if there
point.
was more to that.
No, that was it. I want to marry her.
I'm trying to think what else.
I want her to have
you
my
talked about
babies.
this. I'm trying to think what else goes along with this topic.
What, naps? You want to talk about naps?
No, with Thunderbolts that you were just talking about. Do you want to talk about naps?
Yeah, let's talk about naps. Let me tell you about my naps.
I feel like we always talk about naps.
Let me tell you about my sleep schedule and how
You
weird.
always talk about sleep.
Let me tell you how weird my sleep schedule. Well, it's like 80% of my life at this point. Let's be real.
I thought work was 80% of your life.
I mean, it's like work, sleep, work. That's it. So this week has been an off week for me, like big time off week for me. Mm-hmm. So I'll go into work all day, come home, eat dinner, and every night, no fail this week, I've fallen asleep at like 6 p.m. and woken up at 9
a.m.
p.m.
Oh, okay.
Like a little
napping,
3-hour
napping.
nap.
Okay.
Like every day after work.
Damn.
Like
That's how you know you're tired.
And so like I've got nothing done. Like my house is a mess. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a bunch of trash right there.
I cannot see it, but I believe you.
Like,
because I'm a good friend.
Because like last week I was like, okay, I'm going to bundle up all this trash before I go on this little trip to Oregon. And then ended up not taking the trash out, just setting it by my door. Mm-hmm. And so it's still just been sitting there. And like I've been throwing more trash into the pile.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hey, we've been there. We all been there.
But today is my spring cleaning day. So
yes, same.
Because I'm about to be gone for like 3 weeks.
Yeah. You gotta. It'll feel good to come home and know like that all that's like cleaned out and stuff.
So.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's what my naps have been, just so wild.
You know what? I don't ever nap, but I napped. Was it this week sometime? Like maybe Monday. Like I got home and I passed out from like 6 to 8, something like that, which like I never do. Like I cannot take a nap, but I was just really tired. And I kind of sent Justin like a sus message like right before I fell asleep. Like I was kind of like mad. I don't know. I was like annoyed and then just like fell asleep. And he was just like, hello, like, do you not want to talk to me?
Why do you hate me?
And then eventually he called me, like 2 hours in, and it woke me up. He was like, hey. And I was like, huh? He's like, you were asleep this whole time? And I was like, I guess I needed it. But yeah, I was sleeping.
Nothing bothers me more than when I'm asleep and I get a phone call from work.
Oh.
And I'm like, hello?
Oh, yeah. I didn't mind that he called, though, because I was like, I've been asleep.
Like, I usually wake up at like 8 in the morning to get to
Yeah.
work by 9. But apparently so we do this thing called Educators Workshop each year, where we take some educators down to MCRD San Diego. Well, that's why I'm going to San Diego.
Oh,
but we'll get more
cool.
into that.
Yeah.
And we take these teachers down to MCRD in San Diego, and then like get to experience a little bit of boot camp and like learn more about the Marine Corps, things like that. And so like this past week and the week before, I've been like all these educators that have applied, like I'm working on getting them flights and getting them itineraries and their hotels booked and getting everything ready for them because it's fully paid by the Marine Corps.
You're literally a travel agent.
They don't pay anything out of pocket. And I'm like in bed asleep, and it's like 7:30, and this teacher calls me, and I'm like, boy, I ain't even out of bed yet.
You're like, huh?
Do not call me. Because I was like, I don't know who this is, so I'm going to answer just in case it's someone important.
Yeah.
And I guess it kind of was because, he just didn't have his tickets yet. And he was like, I don't see my tickets. And I figured it out. We figured it out anyway.
Yeah.
But I was like, it's 7:30 in the morning. I'm asleep.
Usually professionals are awake by then.
Not this professional. I work on 9 to 5, not an 8 to 5.
You're like, yeah, professionals.
Have you met me?
They're like,
Sleep is
he's a Marine. He'll be awake. You snoozing.
Like if I'm not in the office, I'm most likely asleep. Let's be real.
Yeah, that's very true.
That's me. That's my life.
It's who I am.
I'm just a eepy boy.
Eepy.
All right, let's talk about San Diego. You want to talk about San Diego? You got the topic, or do you want to talk about San Diego?
Yeah, let's talk about San Diego because I lived in San Diego for 3 years, so I absolutely adore it there. I wish I could live there forever and ever, but it's expensive.
Do not like San Diego. But then again, I just don't like cities.
Fair enough. I just love that freaking city. It's just so diverse. Like, it is just... Mwah.
I don't know, man. But anyway.
How long are you going for, did you say?
For a week. I fly out tomorrow.
You're so lucky.
And so after I land tomorrow, basically I like have the whole day free. And then Monday I have to go meet all these educators at the airport, help them get checked into the hotel. We do like a little dinner.
Where are you guys? Oh, wait.
Din-dins.
You can't say probably where you're staying because you'll be there when this comes out.
Yeah. I'll tell you.
Type it in the document. I'm curious.
It's nowhere that good. I'll just tell you we're staying at a Best Western.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna tell you which one.
Yeah.
It's a Best Western Plus, but
Oh, okay, bougie.
Marine Corps got a little bit of money. Actually, they don't, because they actually had to cancel 2 of the educators' workshops, one of which was mine in August. So, but yeah, and then we'll do like Marine Corps things all week, and then I'll come back on Friday. And then Saturday I've got like pool function. So like all the people who are getting ready to go to boot camp, they like do like a function every month where they like work out and stuff. Then I have to go take photos of that.
Fun.
And then the week after, like I have Sunday off. And then Monday I fly out to Montana. I'll be there all week. And then I come back and I'm here for like maybe a week or two. Not even 2 weeks, like a week maybe, tops. And then I have another pool function on a Saturday. And then the Sunday I'll fly out. I most likely will fly out again to do another EWS that they just scheduled us for. If I can't find educators to go, then like I'm not going.
Do I count as an educator? Because I do
No.
educate.
No. Plus, you would go to the eastern one. You'd go to Paris Island.
Oh, blah.
Yeah.
I don't want to go there. I'll
Yeah.
go to San Diego.
Yeah.
Dang, we love a world traveler.
Well, I mean, last week I was okay. We'll move on to mini OCS trip. This is all like 3 in 1. So, like last weekend, I was in Oregon all weekend, which is why we didn't record. Let me tell you about that.
Tell me about that.
I was exhausted.
What's new?
No, this was bad. Like
Okay.
I've never had to like like force myself to pull over on the drive back and take an hour nap and then continue on. So like what happened?
That's
Let's
bad.
I drove down on Friday, right? So I come into work, sit in my office for a few hours hiding, like packing things up, load everything into the truck, start driving because it's like a 3-4 hour drive. Make it to the location where they're doing mini OCS, which mini OCS is like OCS is Officer Candidate School, but this mini OCS is like a little like 2-3 day prep event to like kind of give them like a little taste of what OCS is going to be like.
Yeah.
All these officer candidates. And so anyway, I go down there. They get yelled at by drill instructors the entire time, which was a lot of fun.
For you.
Yeah. But like I take photos for a while. Around 8:30, decide to go back to the hotel because they're not really doing anything that night. Wake up again the next morning at like, I think 5 a.m. was when I was supposed to be there. I was late, but you know, what else is new? And so I get there at like 5:30, 6-ish to like start their day, where they like do their PFT and then they meet their drill instructors and everything. And I'm there until like 9:30, drive back to my hotel, don't get back till like 9:45, order my dinner, wait for my dinner to arrive, eat my dinner. By the time I go to bed, it's like midnight. And I have to be up again then on Sunday at 4 a.m. And mind you, I'm like moving around and doing things all day during the day. It's not like I'm just like sitting around.
Because you said you're taking photos and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done like a full day shoot, like not even that long, and it is like exhausting.
Yeah, this was a
Because
multi-day shoot.
you're just constant, like especially that kind of like go environment.
This was more exhausting than any field like shoot that I've been on, like, which was crazy to me.
Where do these photos go that you take? From these
Divots.
events? Oh, you just put them on divots, like, but who's using them?
Local news outlets,
Okay.
Recruiting stations for social media. I use them for my social media.
But it's
like
your
my
job to
work
kind of
social media.
like go out and take these photos for recruiting purposes. It's like the whole point. Okay.
And then Sunday, like we got up super early. We ended up finishing pretty early in the morning, around 8:30. So me and the other camera people that were with me from the higher headquarters, we all went back to our hotels, took a quick nap, and then I forgot to put this in the show notes because I forgot about it.
What?
We went to the Tillamook factory. Do you know what Tillamook is? Like Tillamook cheese, Tillamook ice cream.
Wait, did you tell me about this?
I don't know.
You told me because I know this.
Oh yes, because I called you because I was like, I need to stay awake on this drive. I'm about to fall asleep.
Yeah. But anyway, tell it anyway. Yeah.
So we went to the Tillamook Creamery, right?
Yeah.
It was so mid.
You like hyped it up. You were like, we went here. It was mid.
I love cheese, man. I really, really love cheese.
Yeah, they need to be careful when a cheese connoisseur walks in, like yourself. They should be scared, quaking in their boots.
They had like no samples. They had like 3 types of cheeses you could choose from. One was Colby Jack, one was some other basic. I think one was cheddar, one was Colby Jack, and one was like some chili something, some spicy chili something.
Okay, that one sounds good actually.
And I was like, I want more variety. Like I want a whole every kind of cheese you have, give me an option to taste it.
Platter it.
Yeah. So, and then like the whole like walk around and see how our cheese is made. There was like 2 people in there doing who knows what, doing nothing. And I was like, where's the cheese?
I was just saying, where's the cheese at?
Where's the cheese? I want my cheese.
Bring out the cheese.
And so like we walked around that took like 5 minutes to walk through. And then we went to the restaurant and I got chili, which the chili was actually pretty decent, mainly because it had Tillamook cheese on it. And
just because it had cheese on it, you're like, that's why it was good.
and a pile of cheese curds. And the cheese curds were mid. I really expected better from Tillamook.
Yeah. Like at least like you eat it and you're like, okay, wow, this is like pretty decent. Like it shouldn't be like okay, Applebee's.
Cheese curds, yeah. And then I had a beer. Yeah. And then we went to the gift shop, and I bought some things. I bought a little hat at the gift shop and a little magnet at the gift shop. So got myself some things.
To remember your amazing experience there.
Yes.
I mean, it's still cool to go. Like,
I almost got a hoodie because they had some really cool looking hoodies, but it was $60, and I was like, no, we're financially smart now.
I mean, it's still cool that you got to go.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It was all right.
Don't recommend, or...
If you're in the area for some other reason, sure, yeah.
But, like,
go.
don't travel to go.
Don't travel to go. Don't be like, this is my vacation. We're going to the Tillamook Creamery.
Like, I'm going to get some cheese, because, like, probably not.
I mean, they have grocery store selection of their cheese that you can buy.
But you can get that in the grocery store.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I'm saying. Like, you can get any of that in a grocery store. Like, give me, like, some special edition, like, this is, like, flavors that we're testing out to see if it should go to the market. Buy it here before it's released.
Yeah. We need to tag them on Instagram.
Tillamook, do better. I love Tillamook cheese and Tillamook ice cream, but do better. I will say they had free samples of, like, this cherry ice cream because it was the only ice cream sample they had. I don't really like cherry.
I love cherry.
But the ice cream was actually pretty decent.
I don't really like cherry ice cream, but...
It's pretty decent.
I'll try it.
I don't know the texture of their ice cream. Like, I don't know how they do it. Like, it's so good. It's the best ice cream you can buy.
Clip this part, put it on Instagram, and then tag them.
No, fuck you, Tillamook. Do
Leave
better.
out the cheese part. Like,
do better with your cheeses, Tillamook.
because I feel like businesses like retweet us, or not retweet. Jesus Christ.
They comment.
They'll like respond to us.
Tillamook, do better.
If they see this, we're like in a lawsuit.
Do better.
The cheese is coming after us. We're like, what the hell? What
Big
the hell
cheese.
stuck in my head.
But yeah, that's been like my travels and like my upcoming travels. It's a lot.
Yeah, that's like I go on one trip and I get home and I'm like, now I need to take leave to recover from my leave.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can't imagine it being work and then doing more work. Like genuinely, I don't know if I could do it. I kind of
Just
like hectic work style, but like I do enjoy like getting to relax.
It's exhausting. I cannot wait to go sit in the hot tub at this hotel in San Diego.
I love a hot tub.
It's all that's been on my mind for the past like week.
Love a hot tub. I'm so jealous.
I'm going to go
The
get the
Best
hot
Western
tub.
plus hot tub. That's really going to narrow it down. They're going to know where you're staying. A Best Western plus with a hot tub. There's like one in San Diego.
Let them find me. Let them find
Don't
me.
fucking get me.
Anyway, I think that's really like all my topics for the most part.
Okay, so this is one I wanted to talk about because it's trending, and I feel like if we put it in the title,
Oh my gosh, someone just asked me about this at work the other day.
it's trending. It's everywhere. So that's the only reason I want to talk about it. Because I'm like, we could put it in the title or Thunderbolts in the title, like something that's like people
Yeah, I
are
mean-
talking about right now.
Yeah, like when we did Steve's Lava Chicken and it got us 135 views on.
That's what I'm saying. That's
On
what
YouTube.
I'm saying. Okay.
You're like, I don't want to talk about it anymore. Actually,
Let's talk about it, okay? Because I've talked about it a lot, and I'm just like, oh, this is good for the podcast. And now that it's here, I'm like, damn, I've talked about this a lot.
Wait, hang on.
But-
Can I grab a snack?
No. Hear me out. What if we
Whatever. I do what I want.
let's finish this part of the episode, and then when we break for part 2, surprise, guys, there's gonna be a part 2.
Yeah, because I'm so
someone
busy
is
that this
fucking
is
traveling.
this is what we have to do now. Like it's
We
like part
have
1,
to.
part 2.
Yeah, we have to, or we're gonna have to just go to like twice a month instead
Like
of
once every
week.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Hang on.
What the helly? Well, we were recording 5 minutes before this, so we're almost at an hour.
Okay, hang on.
Have sex with yourself, asshole. I'm not that stupid.
Wait, wrong one.
Huh?
Here it is.
Mary, I am out of control. Yeah, I use drugs. I can do what I want, bitch. Yeah, I have sex and I don't use protection. It's my hot body. I'll do what I want. I don't go to school and I kill people. Don't ever.
That's why you pulled that up.
Whatever. I do what I want.
I say we talk about this topic, we end this part, and then we regroup. Because I would also like to go get a snack because I'm fat as fuck.
That wasn't the one I was trying to find. There it is. I think this is it.
What the hell?
I can't find it.
Is anyone else just saying that constantly? It's like all I see.
Yes.
What the hell?
Yeah, someone I work with keeps saying that. I'm like, if you don't
Someone
stop.
I work with that's like the only thing he says. I'm like, oh my God, stop.
All day yesterday, she's like, what the hell? What the hell? And I'm like, can you shut
Also,
the hell up?
Who are we to tell anyone to shut the hell up when we were just like, huh, for like weeks straight? Like, we can't even.
Well, let's bring it out. Here's Eric Cartman.
Whatever. Sorry, my mom can't control me. Act up. Go on, act up.
That's what you were trying to find.
Whatever. I'll do what I want.
Whatever. I actually like that.
We were quoting that during IMMC like the entire time.
Me?
Because it was trending on TikTok. The whole group was.
Yeah. And huh?
Huh.
I saw a shirt with that cat on it. It was like, huh, like all big at the top. But I was like, I was thinking, should I buy myself and you one of those shirts?
Huh.
Now I think I need to go get it, and then we do an episode wearing them. Okay.
Just put like, huh, the entire
Like
episode.
this video if I should get us those shirts. Share this video.
If we reach 1 million subscribers after this video.
If we reach 1 million subscribers after this video, I'll get a tattoo. I was gonna say shave my head, but I don't want to shave my head.
I'll shave my head if we get 1 million subscribers after this video and before our next video.
I'll get a tattoo of their choosing, and I don't have any tattoos, and I don't plan on getting any.
Ooh.
But if after this one has to reach 1 million, like, it's not happening.
We have between this part 1 and the release of part 2 to reach 1 million subscribers to make this dream happen.
No way. It would never happen. I could just say, oh, shave my head, because it's not going to happen.
Imagine
but, like,
it
what if
happens.
it's, like, the tiniest chance that it does? I'm just like, I'll get a tattoo because, like, I can get it removed. But yes, my hair will grow back, but, like, I'm going to be ugly for, like, years.
Like years.
I need hair.
I don't know. Have you seen Elena Belova with her short hair? Oh.
It's getting long. Okay, let's talk about this stupid gorilla thing, and then we'll cut.
Okay. The cheese. Cut the cheese, because Tillamook sure doesn't know how to.
Get the fuck out. Stop with Tillamook. Unless they're having a controversy, they're not going in the title. We start the controversy.
I'm starting the controversy.
Okay, who wins in a fight? 100 men, which kind of rude. What about women? Or a gorilla?
I'll tell you who doesn't win in a fight. Tillamook.
Okay,
Tillamook
it's this
cheese.
stupid gorilla thing so we can move on with our lives. I fucking hate it.
Okay, are the men armed with anything, such as
No.
Tillamook cheese?
No. That would be smart. They like throw it at the gorilla. He's like distracted. He's eating it. Wait. I don't know. Would he be distracted, or is he like, we're fucking fighting? Or would he be like, what the hell? Because he's never had cheese before.
I definitely think that the gorilla would win.
I've heard both sides. But like the more I hear it, maybe I would think the gorilla would win. I just never seen like an angry gorilla, you know? But like think of 100 men. Oh, this is what I heard on a different podcast, maybe laughed. It was like, because they would have to come together, right? Men would have to communicate. They would need a strategy. And she was like, men are not able to come together and communicate enough to come up with a strategy to win.
Hang on.
And I was like, that's hilarious.
ChatGPT.
Oh, yeah.
Assuming this is an unarmed fight and not a strategic ambush, the gorilla is incredibly dangerous. But 100 men would almost certainly win through sheer numbers. Here's a breakdown. Adult male gorillas can be 4 to 10 times stronger than a human, capable of breaking bones and ripping limbs with ease. They have canine teeth, immense bite force, and are fast and agile, especially in burst. However, gorillas are not trained fighters. They rely on intimidation and brute force in the wild. They're not invincible. A group of humans working together could overwhelm it.
Working together.
100 men, if they attacked all at once and accepted casualties, they dogpile it. The first few dozen might get seriously injured or killed, but eventually the gorilla would be exhausted or restrained. If they're organized or use tactics like surrounding, taking turns, or using clothing to entangle it, the odds improve drastically. Verdict: the 100 men win, but with high casualties unless they coordinate well. If it's a spontaneous brawl with no plan, the gorilla might take out a horrifying number before going down. Want to add weapons or change the setting to see what changes the odds? Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
Add Tillamook cheese.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
Okay, I actually agree, because I'm like, if they all dogpiled it, but the thing is, who are going to be the first 20 to actually go and like know that they're going to die? You know what I mean? Like, I don't think. I'm so excited for this answer about this fucking Tillamook cheese thing.
so stupid.
Yes, read it to me. Maybe this makes the title. Wait a minute.
He said, or ChatGPT said, Tillamook cheese, the pride of Oregon. Delicious? Absolutely. Effective in combat? Let's break it down.
That's right.
Tillamook cheese as a weapon. Wait, a large Tillamook block, say 5 pounds, could be used as a blunt object.
Okay.
Texture. It's pretty dense, but not exactly brick hard. It'll dent before it does serious damage. Smell factor. Maybe you throw a stinky cheddar at the gorilla to distract or confuse it.
Yeah.
Doubtful.
Oh.
Revised scenario, 100 men armed with Tillamook cheese. The
Here we
first
go.
10 guys throw their cheese, mild bruising at best. The next 20 guys try melee with cheddar bludgeons. Some success, but cheese gets smashed. Someone inevitably uses the plastic packaging to try and suffocate or blind the gorilla. More effective. Eventually, the sheer volume of people and dairy overwhelms the gorilla. Conclusion, the 100 men still win, but now it's a tragic dairy-fueled battle for the ages. The gorilla goes down swinging, possibly lactose intolerant and furious, but the men endure. Would you like a fictional short story version of this showdown?
Hear me out. There's like one guy in the corner just like like eating his cheese. He's like, they're like, come on,
That would be
Mark,
me.
we need that. You're just like, no, that's you. You're like, I can't fight, guys. You're like, my cheese is gone. You're like, who took my cheese? It's like all over your face, in your teeth.
Okay, are you ready for story
Yes.
time with Seth?
I'm ready. Wait, you got to do the.
I can't because I have ChatGPT open here. And it'll go away. The Battle of Dairy Hill. It began at dawn. 100 men stood silently on the grassy knoll, their hands sweaty as they gripped their Tillamook cheese bricks. Sharp cheddar, extra sharp, some even dared to wield pepper jack. Behind them, the sun rose over the battlefield. In the distance, he emerged. Congus Maximus, the silverback of shadows. 800 pounds of muscle and fury. His breath misted in the cool air as his nostrils flared at the scent of lactose. He roared. The ground trembled. The first man, Kevin, hurled a 2-pound hunk of medium cheddar. It bounced harmlessly off the gorilla's shoulder. Congus blinked. Then he charged. Screams broke out. Men scattered. Cheese flew like mortar fire. A block of aged white cheddar struck Congus in the eye. It only enraged him. He grabbed Chad by the ankles and used him to swat away the next 4 attackers like they were dodgeballs. But the men rallied. One clever warrior, Trevor, melted his cheese in the sun, fashioning it into a sticky cheese whip. He lashed at Congus's legs. Another wrapped provolone slices into makeshift bolas, tangling the beast's limbs. I don't know what a bola is. Then came the turning point. A hero stepped forward, Big Mike, wielding a 40-pound wheel of vintage sharp cheddar like a shield. He ran full speed, yelling, "For dairy and glory!" and slammed into Congus's chest. The gorilla stumbled. Seizing the moment, the men swarmed. Cheese smothered him. Ropes of string cheese were wrapped tight around his arms. Someone even stuffed Gouda into his mouth to muffle the howls. With the final mighty effort, Congus let out a muffled roar and fell. Silence. The battlefield stank of sweat, fear, and dairy. 53 men lay moaning, covered in cheese curds. Kevin had lost a shoe. Chad was still dizzy from being used as a gorilla flail. But they had won. They had defeated a gorilla with cheese. And on that day, they didn't just survive. They became legends. And then ChatGPT said, want me to write a sequel where the gorilla comes back lactose enhanced?
You know what? Say yes, and then let's read that one on the next episode. Because that's hilarious.
All right.
So what's wrong with us?
Tune in next week to the sequel of, what was the name of this one?
Gorilla cheese and I don't know.
The Battle of Dairy Hill? Yep, that's it.
Wow. This is embarrassing.
Should have decided what the title of the podcast should be, The Battle of Dairy Hill.
I feel like it needs to be something like 100 Men versus Gorilla, just to be with like the trending.
Well, I can put it like in the hashtags.
Okay.
Like 100 Men versus Gorilla.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
And then we can do, the part 2 can be called Return of Congus, The Lactose Awakens.
Yeah, okay. We're unhinged this month.
I'm all for it.
Okay. Guys, you want to hear part 2? Stay tuned next week. AKA
Come back next week
in
for
5
the
minutes
sequel.
for us.
All right. Do I stop it?
Bye. I don't know. Do you want to keep
bye. Thanks for yapping along with us. Yap along next week.
Yappy. Bye.
And, listen in for the return of Congus. I'm excited. Are you excited? Let's get excited. That's what I imagine Congus's son sounds like. All right, Congus, say bye.